As you know, I've been here for 20 years. I started working here full-time back in the year 2000. My kids were approaching, I think my youngest was in 4th grade and my oldest was approaching middle school. And it suddenly dawned on me that I couldn't stay home forever and play with my kids. I needed to get a job so I could send my kids to college. And I had a caveat as I approached it and told my husband that I did not want to go to work unless I could find a job where I could do something good for someone every day. And boy, did I find it. So it's been really a perfect match for me. And it allowed me to kind of come and go as I went to swim meets and field hockey games and lacrosse games. And, you know, I could have kind of a flex schedule here because of the amount of volunteers we had and because I spent so much time nights and weekends speaking on behalf of the center. So it was really a good mix for me. Well, behind me is Christine, and she will be stepping up into my position. She's been with the center for 5 years, and in my mind is the perfect person to step into that place. It'll mean a smooth transition for the board and for our volunteers, and she has a passionate heart, and just like I fell in love with the smiles that come into the building. So,
shall we begin?
Yes.
Sure.
So this is the semi-formal part of this. Dear Joan, you know we have just met for the first time formally, but just this brief conversation, I feel like I have known you for many, many years and that we are good, dear friends and colleagues. So it is my great, great pleasure to share that the Board of NAMMA wishes to recognize your many years of passion for and dedication to maritime ministry with a NAMMA Distinguished Service Award. As a recognition for your exceptional maritime ministry, the NAMMA Distinguished Service Award represents a small token of appreciation for your work. Your personal examples of leadership, counsel, and concern for seafarers are of the highest standards of excellence and serve as an inspiration to us all. We are deeply thankful for your years of service to seafarers and wish you all the best in the future. Congratulations and well done, good and faithful servant. And I hope you'll be willing now to take a little time to share with us some of your memories and impressions of your years of working in seafarers' welfare.
Well, first of all, I am just truly humbled and honored to receive this today. I had no idea there was really a true something that would come with it. Just the fact that you made the phone call meant a lot to me. So, wow, what a surprise, and thank you. When I started this job, my only experience with seafarers was a cousin. And Philip was always known by my children as Crazy Philip. He was a mariner, he was a chief mate, Mass Maritime graduate. And I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to go to work in a building where I'm going to see 10,000 Philips a year? Because I knew number-wise, that's what I was headed for. And as much as I dearly loved Philip, and I mean dearly loved that man, he was really rough around the edges and could be very crude and rude. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I can do this. Well, wow, was my world upturned when I came into the building and started meeting so many of these seafarers. And as you know, mostly men, a few women sprinkled in. I immediately became Mama Joan. I'm not quite sure how, but the Filipinos arriving on the Dole and Chiquita ships clearly gave me a new name, and that was Mama Joan. And it's interesting because as my children grew into teenagers, college students, all of their friends began to call me Mama Joan. So it really did stick for quite a while. Certainly wasn't, I didn't plan on this becoming a family in this building. And I realized that the best thing that could happen for this building, both for volunteers and seafarers and myself, was to act like a family as people walked in the door. Seamen Center of Wilmington is very fortunate to have this little yellow ranch-style house, and you walk in and it really looks like a living room, and there's a room with a pool table and couches, and it's a comfortable building. It looks like a home. Many of them have told me this is nicer than my home. So it turned into that family situation here. And over we have volunteers telling Christine and myself, how much they like, seafarers like coming to this port, this Seamen Center. And it's because of our hospitality, it's because of the family feel. We might not have swimming pools, and we might not have, restaurants or bars, which, you're going to find everywhere else in the world, but we do have that family connection with these men. Christina, as I said, has been here 5 years, and she corresponds just like I do with people from all over the world. You make friends, one here and one there, and I've gotten to meet the captain's grandchildren, triplets in Russia via Zoom. Had no idea what they were saying, but those children and his daughter were so excited to meet me. There have been so many joys and blessings and concerns in this building. One of my greatest joys is having a seafarer get engaged on the phone here in our building. I was on the phone for a total of 3 hours before he finally announced she said yes. And my question was, what took you so long? You'll love the response. He told me that he had to tell his mother before he could tell me. He had me. I was hook, line, and sinker. Blessings. We've been able to get some local charities to give us wonderful grants, especially through COVID. We've had the backing of the maritime community in a way that is just pretty remarkable. I'm thrilled that I've been able to keep up with the financial end of this as the building grew and the program grew, and we had more ships and more people and needed more vans. So I'm proud of that. Concerns, there's always going to be concerns. A ship with no heat, a ship with no water, a ship with no flush toilets, a ship with no food. I mean, we've all seen and heard these things. I think the hardest one for me was arriving on a Monday morning and learning that it was a seafarer whose family home had burned to the ground in the Philippines, and his 7-year-old son had died in the fire. And learning that they weren't going to send him home for 2 full days. And that just didn't fly with me. And by 1 o'clock, we had him off the port and on his way to JFK Airport. So there's always concerns. Fortunately, here in Wilmington, I think we have way more joys and blessings than we have with those really bad days. You think, how am I going to fix this situation? But again, we have a good partnership with our peers here in Wilmington, with the industry, with Coast Guard, with Customs, and it enables us to really try to work together, again, as a family, to solve those problems for the seafarers. I know I'm really going to miss the seafarers as I retire. I have several that will continue to email me and FaceTime me or whatever. I know that there are several that will stay in touch. I will really miss the volunteers. They are a circle of friends that have set the standard for me as to what I might want to do in retirement. So I've been very blessed to have them along by my side as we've had this journey for 20 years. But my kids are excited. They're adults now with their own children, and they're very excited. I'm going to have more time to play with them. So, and that's the intent. Go play.